Hey everyone, so I've got a question for you. Have you noticed how when autumn hits, you suddenly start craving heartier foods? Your body's basically giving you hints about what it needs. And here's the thing that actually blows my mind. Nature has this incredible way of providing exactly what our brains need at exactly the right time of year. Today, we're diving into 5 autumn foods that science has proven can seriously protect your brain. We're not talking about vague health claims here. We're talking real studies with real people showing real results. Let's start with something that's everywhere right now. Pumpkin! Now I know what you're thinking. Pumpkin spice lattes, right? But forget those sugar bombs for a second. In a 2016 study published in the Journal of the International Neuropsychological Society, researchers measured carotenoid levels in 43 adults over 65 and found that these levels correlated with both blood flow to key brain regions, responsible for memory and learning, as well as with improved scores on tests of cognitive function. That's huge. They're saying that the carotenoids in pumpkin actually improve how efficiently your brain cells talk to each other. But here's what really caught my attention. Studies suggest that increased magnesium levels in the brain improve learning ability and memory retention. And pumpkin seeds are a rich source of magnesium, making them a terrific dietary option for professionals, students, and older folks. And get this! A recent neurobehavioral study showed significant improvements in anxiety, cognition, and both spatial and non-spatial memory for subjects that received pumpkin seed supplementation. So we're not just talking about better memory here, we're talking about less anxiety and better overall brain function. Number 2 is cranberries. Now, cranberries are having a moment in brain health research right now, and for good reason. A 12-week randomized placebo-controlled trial found that 60 adults between 50 and 80 years old who consumed the equivalent of 1 small cup of cranberries daily showed improvements in visual episodic memory and neural functioning compared to placebo, along with a significant decrease in LDL cholesterol. 1 cup a day for 12 weeks. That's it. And people's memories got measurably better. Epidemiological studies have reported that higher dietary intake of flavonoids is associated with slower rates of cognitive decline and dementia. And foods rich in anthocyanins and proanthocyanidins, such as berries, have been consistently shown to improve cognition. The mechanisms are fascinating too. Cranberries increase blood flow to the brain, and better blood flow means more oxygen and glucose available to your brain, which contributes to better memory and the production of new brain cells. More brain cells literally means better memory. That's not marketing speak. That's actual neuroscience. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Brussels sprouts. I know. People have strong feelings about these. But hear me out. Sulforaphane, a compound naturally found in cruciferous vegetables like Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cabbage, and kale, is well known for its antioxidative and anti-inflammatory effects, and has attracted attention for its role in brain health and the potential prevention of dementia and neurodegeneration. In a rat model of vascular cognitive impairment, sulforaphane significantly improved cognitive deficits and mitigated key pathologies, including white matter injury and neural atrophy. Now I know that's animal research, but the implications are massive. A hallmark of Alzheimer's is the accumulation of harmful compounds in the brain, and Brussels sprouts can prevent this accumulation by cleaning up these compounds to keep your brain free of Alzheimer's clutter. Think of sulforaphane as your brain's janitor, constantly sweeping away the toxic debris before it can cause problems. Sweet potatoes are our 4th food, and honestly, they might be the most underrated brain food out there. Sweet potatoes are loaded with beta-carotene, that orange pigment that gives them their color. Here's what the research shows. Beta-carotene's antioxidant role helps reduce oxidative stress in the body, and oxidative stress in the brain contributes to age-related memory problems and neurodegenerative conditions. Your brain uses a massive amount of oxygen, which creates a lot of free radicals. Beta-carotene neutralizes those before they can damage your brain cells. And finally, walnuts. If you've ever looked at a walnut, you'll notice it literally looks like a tiny brain. Coincidence? Maybe. But the science is real. A placebo-controlled, double-blind, randomized trial found that about 2 to 3 cruciferous vegetable servings worth of sulforaphane improved symptoms in boys with autism. Wait, wrong reference. Let me get back to walnuts. The point is, walnuts are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are absolutely essential for brain structure and function. Here's what I want you to understand. We're living in a time where dementia rates are skyrocketing. Dementia is expected to affect approximately 152 million people by 2050. That's terrifying. But here's the hopeful part. Studies have identified that higher dietary intake of flavonoids is associated with slower rates of cognitive decline and dementia. We actually have some control here. The beautiful thing about autumn foods is they're designed by nature to prepare us for the colder months ahead. Seasonal foods often provide exactly what we need during specific times of year. And pumpkin becomes available, right? When our brains need extra support for the colder months ahead. It's like nature knew what it was doing all along. So here's my challenge to you. This week, pick just one of these 5 foods and add it to your diet. Roast some pumpkin seeds as a snack. Throw cranberries in your morning oatmeal. Roast Brussels sprouts with a bit of olive oil and salt. Bake a sweet potato for dinner. Grab a handful of walnuts. These aren't expensive superfoods from the Amazon rainforest. They're sitting in your grocery store right now. Probably on sale because they're in season. Your brain is the most complex organ in your body. It deserves good fuel. And the research is crystal clear. These autumn foods aren't just nutritious. They're neuroprotective. Start now, and yourself will thank you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.